Hi, I'm Adam Yenser, and welcome to the Canceled News. If YouTube showed you an ad for Kamala Harris before this, I can only assume Kamala is an official sponsor of the show and approves of everything I'm about to say. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It's the right thing to do. And come see me live. I'll be headlining Pachanga Casino in Temecula, California, August 9th and 10th. I'll be at Flappers Comedy Club for the Burbank Comedy Festival, August 14th. And I'm headlining TK's Comedy Club in Dallas, August 22nd through 25th. Also, if you missed it, be sure to check out my appearance on the Adam Carolla Show this week. It's available on Apple Podcasts and YouTube. Now here's what's in the news. Donald Trump said that Kamala Harris used to identify as Indian, then one day happened to turn black during an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists, or NABJ. Coincidentally, Kamala started her political career NABJ. 3 of the masterminds behind the 9/11 terrorist attack, including Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, have reached a plea deal to avoid the death penalty, while a 4th paints pictures of his dog at his ranch in Texas. I'm kidding, I don't believe that. Oh, Kamala, you would like that one. Taco Bell is planning to start using AI voices to take drive-thru orders at hundreds of restaurants this year. They said the hardest part was training it to mess up your entire order just like a real Taco Bell employee. British researchers watching footage of old experiments believe they found a clip of 2 chimpanzees saying mama in English. Researchers then tried to get another chimpanzee to say it, but he simply replied, "Sorry, I can't." A 4.9 magnitude earthquake shook Southern California on Monday and was centered near Barstow, where local residents assumed it was just another meth trailer explosion. The Olympic opening ceremony in Paris was widely criticized as it appeared to parody the Last Supper with a fat woman as Christ and drag queens as the disciples. There's James, Thomas, and John, and later you could see a little bit of Peter. Much like New Year's Eve, the show ended with a ball drop. However, the creative director insists it was not intended to mock the Last Supper, but rather featured Greek gods and was inspired by a different work of art, the fat dinner scene from Meet the Klumps. That woman at the center is not, as I initially thought, your mom, but rather is French DJ Barbara Butch, and she says this actually isn't the first time she's been mistaken for Jesus, as every time she walks in a restaurant, the entire staff yells Jesus Christ. Butch even received death threats following the controversial performance, with the biggest death threat coming from hypertension and heart disease. But if she's getting death threats, some people are taking their outrage over this way too far, so I came up with a compromise. These people can prance around half naked with their nuts hanging out at the Summer Olympics, but only if they also have to do it at the Winter Olympics in the Alps in February. Then they'll all turn this shade of blue. But regardless of whether you thought the opening was sacrilegious or not, why do we have to have gay stuff and fat chicks and drag queens and everything nowadays? This LGBTQ stuff is a lot like polka music. Some people like polka music, some people don't, but if it's your thing and you're into it, that's fine. But if you went to Target and there was polka music playing, and then you went to Walmart and there was polka music playing, and then you went to school and they were teaching your kids polka music, then you turned on the Olympics and there was polka music, at some point you'd be like, enough with the polka music. We don't need this stuff everywhere all the time. Like if I tried to work drag queens, fat chicks, and gay guys into every remaining punchline on this show, it would get really boring and annoying, and everyone would get sick of it. Shortly after the opening ceremony, Paris was hit by a massive blackout that plunged the city into darkness. Experts believe it occurred when light from the sun, moon, and stars was blocked as Barbara Butch got up to leave the supper table. The Olympic men's triathlon event was postponed because the Seine River in Paris contained too much fecal bacteria, probably because earlier in the day, this lady was sitting in front of it. A new Democratic fundraising group was formed over Zoom called White Dudes for Harris, because what better way to fight racism than with segregation? Why does everything have to be about race with these people? The only person I'm 100% sure is a Kamala supporter based on skin color alone is that gay blue dude from the Olympics. Lululemon is pulling its new line of breeze-through leggings after customers complained that it gave them long butt, while this customer complained that it gave her long butt, wide butt, and 350-pound butt. The U.S. national debt hit an all-time high of $35 trillion. Things are getting so bad that Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen is starting an OnlyFans. So far, she's less popular than every person on there, except that fat lady from the Olympics. Several conservatives on Twitter expressed outrage when female boxer Angela Carini forfeited her fight against Algerian boxer Imane Khalif, who they accused of being transgender. But it turns out Khalif actually has a sexual development condition and is not transgender, ironically making her one of the only people at the Olympics who wasn't a man pretending to be a woman. Tiffany Haddish said that she used to sell her used panties on Craigslist by claiming they belonged to Halle Berry, and customers angrily returned them, claiming they smelled like dingleberry. Ew, Kamala, I can't believe you like that. That was disgusting. And get this, Barbara Butch said she used to sell her used panties on Craigslist by claiming they were the canopy from the Denver airport.